just got to make the adjustments.
And David Aldridge is standing by for the ceremony. Thank you, D.A. And these teams both among the league's better defenses, Brent, with advanced stats and tracking. Do you think it's getting easier to measure and quantify what goes into great defenses?
I think there's technology, Kevin, that still needs to come along in order for some of the analytics guys to really truly assess positional defenders and where some of their arms and legs are. That will really help them define how these defenses are impacting some of the offenses and the way they play.
So the net starting five. We've got Durant, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Harris, and it's Griffin in at the 5 spot. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward position.
Focus from Chris Middleton like he'd been there before. I don't know if he saw the defense. The results were good.
Here's Irving. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Giannis. Good on the bucket.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Well, instead of flailing for a foul, Drew Holiday does not expect the call, maintains his focus, and gets that shot to go.
Now here's Harden. Outside Durant. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Giannis against Harden. 5 to shoot. It's Durant with the drive. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
On defense, your priority is to close out on Durant's outside shot, but then he has that tight handle. Simply drives right by you.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. Giannis inside. KD's on him. Antetokounmpo, no good.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
They get a hand on it. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Harden surveying the D. Griffin kicks to Harden. Griffin passes to Harris. Back to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And Griffin playing with heart. Like how he slams that one home. Right now dominating in the paint.
Bucks trail by 3. Floats it up for Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
That's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
Harden with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Harden against Middleton. Again, the Nets for 2.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
Irving passes to Griffin. Here's Harden. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Harden's got 7 points.
covered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Green, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. Now here is Holiday. Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Down low, here's DiVincenzo, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Giannis, if you talk about maturity, the next thing you're going to see is him playing with great patience. Let the play unfold, and then take what the defense gives you.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
The Nets shooting their first free throw of the game.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. And not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Now, here is Harden. 7 points in the game. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist from Green. 9 points in the game so far.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Here's DiVincenzo. And the shot is good.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
Well, he's professional in everything that he does. Durant recognizes that opportunity and turns pro.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday. Back to Giannis, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Outside Irving. Harden trying to get open, and it's sent back by Lopez. On the wing, Irving. Shot clock at 5. And he makes that one. Bucks trail by 4. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him.
Such a terrific two-way guy. Drew Holiday isn't just an offensive powerhouse. He loves to play defense. I mean, loves it.
The Nets making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Pass to KD. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo, and up the court come the Bucks on the break.
And how about Giannis putting that 7'3" wingspan to good use to help come up with the steal?
There's 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Taken away by Holiday. So they take the lead.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Nets. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was asked about his goals this past offseason.
For me personally, I just want to get better. I want the team to get better. I want me to get better individually.
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is out there with Green. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Brown, and it's Harden in at the 1. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and here comes Kevin Durant all alone.
And that's a nice job defensively from Harden. I mean, he's capable of these kinds of plays when the guy is engaged and active.
Now here's Middleton. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That'll be his second foul of the game. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Here's DiVincenzo. 6 points for him. And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Harris. And Irving subbed in for Brown. Now here is Holiday. 8 points for him. Just 3 to shoot. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Giannis so good in the paint, steps a little bit outside to the mid-range, and has the size and skill to get it done.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Here's DiVincenzo. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Nets passing it around. Back to Harden. Taken away by Holiday. Fast break, Milwaukee. Holiday is running. And it's sent back by PD.
Yeah, the large wingspan of Durant on full display. What a block there.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And so it's Milwaukee with it, following the bucket by the Nets.
It's hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now here's Irving. He's got 8. And Brooklyn turns it over again. And the Bucks with some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Portis. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. A shot by Antetokounmpo, nobody around. Not as good off the back rim and in.
The more Giannis works on these kind of shots, and trust me, he is, the better he'll become.
And the 3 ball is good. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
On the wing, Giannis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
And the Bucks with possession here. 8-point game.
Well, one advantage you have with Blake Griffin playing that spot on the floor is that he can defend well both inside the post and step out and do the same on the perimeter.
Stolen by Middleton. The teardrop falls in. Middleton's got his second basket of the game.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Now here's Griffin.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
For Brooklyn, they had made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Traditionally, we talk about power forwards. I mean, is that not Blake Griffin? It applies to every facet of his game.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Lopez.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And KD, no good on that one. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Harris outside. KD passes to Claxton. They double-team KD. Stolen by Tucker. And Holiday kicks it to Tucker. In the corner, Middleton with it. And it's sent back by KD. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. And Brooklyn making a change here. Brown's checked in. Here's Lopez. Bucks passing it around. Ball's knocked loose. And Tucker has it in the corner. Clock at 4. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 6 assists in the game. Durant attacking, and then Durant with the jam.
And here's the best way to get an earful from your coach. Give Kevin Durant that kind of path to the basket. Wow, discussion to follow.
And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Ooh, that play was nasty. Durant showing how aggressive he can really be.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the half. A stupendous finish in traffic.
Well, Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbounds.
And he drains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but...
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 22 points, 2 rebounds. Well, we know he's a magician on the court. Kenny, has there ever been anyone better at handling the basketball than Kyrie Irving?
If I'm being honest,
Yes.
no. He's just another level player at that position with the ball handle.
You said no. Did you forget about Isaiah Thomas? Allen Iverson, Steph Curry? Listen, Kyrie Irving's a guy you can.
And that'll do it for us. The third.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
He's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
Been aggressive to block shots, but also avoiding fouls. That's a heavy presence inside.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo, up high to stuff the alley-oop.
It's a huge night for Giannis Antetokounmpo at the offensive end of the floor. At length and athleticism just proving to be too much for any defensive scheme.
Harris dishes to Durant. Harris draws the double. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And so it's Milwaukee now. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing by 10. Pass to Giannis. Knocked loose and stolen by Irving. Durant drawing the double team. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Durant. Irving's got the lead up to 12 now for Brooklyn. Irving's gotten about everything to drop here, shooting 6 of 7. Harris against Antetokounmpo. And Durant sends it back. Kicks it out to Harden. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
Holiday did a great job there, realizing they had an opportunity in transition, taking advantage of the numbers. Those are the kind of situations where they thrive.
Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Clock at 6. Here's DiVincenzo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season, but in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
Green, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. Nets leading by 11, and there's the feed to Harris. To the middle, stolen by Durant. Up the floor. Harden finds Irving. Irving double team. Now Green. And Brooklyn turns it over again. Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court. The Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And stolen by Harris.
Tough to recover when you continue to turn the basketball over at this rate.
Irving double team. It's Durant on the wing. Poked loose. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Landry Shamet's checked in for Brooklyn. And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That is his first foul of the game. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. From about 19 feet. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. DiVincenzo's got 10 points. Brooklyn leading by 11. Here's Irving. 13 points in the game. Outside for Durant. Green passes to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Bryn Forbes comes in for Drew Holiday. Inside. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Irving for 3. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Kyrie loves to dance around with the ball. He seems to look through his defender at spots on the floor he wants to get to, and invariably gets there.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That'll be his second foul of the game. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's DiVincenzo. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
No, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no. Okay, good play. Get back on defense.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That one falls. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Baseline try. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo going to work now. These types of shots are pretty much in his range.
Irving double team. And it falls over the rim and in. Irving's got 18 points.
Yeah, I feel like he uses the dribble to set up his rhythm for the mid-range shots like that one. Kyrie knocks another in.
Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Brown. And he hits it and gets hacked down the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. And then for Brooklyn, Blake Griffin. He's checked in for Green. And it's James Harden in for Bruce Brown. And Durant gets double teamed. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Right side, Irving. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Bucks now. Now Griffin. Harris finds Irving. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And that's 20 points for Kyrie Irving.
When you make shots like that, Kyrie is showing just how confident he is in his offensive ability.
And it's sent back by Irving. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Here's Forbes. Oh, to beat the clock. Oh, what a
is fun to watch. Lets it go at the very last second.
Oh, man, that's got to be frustrating for the defense, too. You just give up momentum like that at the end of the quarter.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams score. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's DiVincenzo. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Griffin. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving at the 2 guard.
Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds.
DiVincenzo with it. Here's Connaughton at the top of the key. Lopez. Yep, it counts.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
Feeds it to Tucker. And the layup is good.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
And the Bucks with some changes. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Stolen by Harden. It's tipped and stolen by DiVincenzo. And they're on the break. And it's in there.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Yeah, Kevin knows when he can score, so he waits to make sure that somebody else doesn't have a better shot before he does that. Good play there.
The pass to DiVincenzo. The kick out to Holiday. Sweet little floater.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Count it. And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. It goes on Chris Middleton.
And he's coming up big here in the clutch.
Griffin no good on the free throw. Bucks trail by 5. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim. Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
It felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Griffin trying to get open, and the shot goes in. Harden's got 19 points.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket for Middleton.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball. This whole second half, he's been unbelievable scoring the basketball. The defense has had literally no effect.
To the paint. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
And he sort of had that look in his eyes. Durant staying cool in a clutch moment.
The Bucks have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. Here's Holiday again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Middleton the pass to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Wow, Lopez stepping up. What confidence from the big fella.
Harden outside and stolen by DiVincenzo to take the lead. He takes it up and lays it in. And 2 points for him. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
Harden inside the three-point line, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Nets lead by 1.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're trailing by 1. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level.
Oh, that was huge!
Incredible. It's so exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 1. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the Nets with possession here. Outside Irving. Harden outside. Takes the three. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
And so on to Kumbo looking over it. Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire. Man, that's why they turned to Blake Griffin. Calm, cool, collected, and his team needed that one.
Giannis passes to Middleton. He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1.
The versatility Middleton offers up is exceptional. A capable defender, a good scorer, an effective shooter. So the kind of switchblade players the coaches love.
And Green slams it in.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Knocked away. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Hard to get upset at the defense there. Antetokounmpo is no easy matchup down low in the paint.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Out to Harris. Back to Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Lopez with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. Count it!
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Timeout called, the Nets. They trail by 1. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here is Harden. There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Count the basket and the foul. That's That's on Brook Lopez.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
And the Nets making a change here. Durant's checked in.
He's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
And here's Holiday. He feeds it to Lopez. And then jammed down as it goes right over Blake Griffin.
And that's about as flashy as you're going to see Brook Lopez get. What a play.
Harden finds Irving. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And that is clutch. Griffin always ready to take the big one.
Griffin no good on the free throw.
You know, I don't believe in the word choke, but to come away empty right there is brutal. This game would have been over.
Big time.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
And if they go on to lose this game, they remember that technical foul.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Each year we get to see Giannis come back from the summer and what he's done to up his game. Get a little bit stronger in the weight room, be a little bit better ball handler, play a little bit more aggressively. The guy's competing to be one of the best players in the business.
And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You could bet that's what they're looking for. This late in the game, they need that three.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here. Got a piece of it. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Kyrie Irving. Griffin is out there with Durant. Then there's Harris. And it's Harden in at the point. It's Harden with the drive. And Griffin with the score. The assist from Harden.
Yeah, and the 2009 draft #1 pick, Blake Griffin out of Oklahoma, right now doing everything on offense.
And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And you have to love how Holiday came up big with the shot. That's the kind of leadership you want to see from him.
Durant, whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
So far, he's a can't-miss player, a superb scorer who plays to his strength.
The Bucks trail. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Harden against Holiday. Down his left side, and the foul called on Blake Griffin. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And one action in this one. We're about 1 minute into overtime. Holiday with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. The shot's good.
Killing him softly there, Holiday with the floater over the top. And that puts the D in a tough spot.
Irving passes to Griffin. And yes, it's good.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him. Holiday against Harden. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. From From the high post. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Holiday's got 19 points.
Really nice balance, good base, solid rhythm. Holiday can be effective when he's got that kind of stuff from the mid-range going.
Harris, good. A little over a minute and a half gone now here in overtime. His free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. Both shots good from the stripe.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
And it's sent back by Lopez. Here's DiVincenzo. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Got 26.
That play happens because of the solid pass from Holiday.
It's deflected. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
Harden the pass to Irving, and it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
Well, Kyrie's resume in these kind of moments is full.
And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. And that's it for him. He's fouled out. Not only that, we are in the bonus and we'll have to go to the line for 2. Landry Shamit's checked in for the Nets. Gets the first, and that gives them the lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
To the inside. It drops. A huge shot to tie it up.
You have to do better than that. Griffin is a pro at muscling in those difficult shots.
Here's Middleton, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
He sinks the clutch free throw. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game. Nets have gotten themselves off to a terrific start here in overtime, hitting 6 of their first 7 shots. And it's sent back by KD. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Harris. It's in! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Timeout called, the Bucks. So it's the Bucks now. Holiday, no one around him. It falls!
And the outcome on the line, Holiday comes through with a crucial bucket there.
Harden inside the 3-point line. Money! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Here's DiVincenzo. Rebounded by the Nets.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're behind by 2. We've got 13 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Holiday looking over the floor. Pass to Giannis. Releases from 15. Good! A huge shot to tie it up.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Durant way outside. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed. And with another overtime in front of us, the question is, who will blink first? Nobody wants to give in. A lot of pride now on the line. So So it's the Bucks now. Double team on Holiday. Giannis outside. Here's Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
Lopez down on the inside, getting that soft touch to go.
Green against Giannis. Back to Green. The Nets working the ball around now. Taken away by Holiday. Fast break, here they come. Lets a floater go, but they recover it. Here's the pass to DiVincenzo. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Brooklyn trailing. Harden right side, and they pick up 2.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Outside Holiday. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Johnson in for Landry Shannon. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Johnson finds Harden. Pops it up for Jordan. Lopez with the steal. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Smart for Holiday to get that shot off even after the hack from the defense.
So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game. Here's Johnson. A minute 50 left in the second overtime period, and here we are to the paint. Here's Jordan. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
DeAndre Jordan has seen these moments before. Not usually the guy called upon, but, man, delivering in a big spot.
And that is a big loss for this team. This game's still in the balance, and he's someone they always want in there at crunch time.
Luwawu is checked in for Harris. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
Outside for Durant. Lets the 3 fly. Bangs home the trifecta. KD's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, Durant's skill, he's got so many scoring options. Left, right, and of course over the top.
Giannis with it. He's picked up by KD. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. And that bucket ignites the crowd.
And the emotions of these fans right now boiling over after that shot. Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
Oh, DeAndre Jordan sinks that shot. Not the first option, but doing the job.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 1. And it's blocked by Jordan. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. They double team KD. Down low. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, some strength on display from Jordan there. Love how he uses it to convert on these and-one opportunities.
Jordan no good on the free throw. Here's DiVincenzo. It falls. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Quickly up court with the basketball, delivered a perfect strike.
What is on the line here?
Crowd is so focused.
Durant. Good.
Well, anyone questioning Durant's killer instinct can stop right now. Wow.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're down by 3. We've got 33 seconds left in the second overtime period. Good stuff. What do you think, guys?
Hey, they do have enough time here if they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1. We'll see if they try.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Stolen by Middleton.
Points are an absolute must here.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
Timeout called the Nets. They're leading by 1. 26 seconds left in the second overtime. What a game. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And it's sent back by Lopez. Some changes for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Brown comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Johnson. Antetokounmpo, no good. Outside Griffin. Count it.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a 3 if we're going to get yet another overtime.
Middleton proving again how clutch he is for this basketball team. Big shot there.
For the win. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And so with overtime 2 in the books, the game is still not over. Overtime number 3 coming up. And as we play on into another overtime, you know these teams must be wearing down. It's become a battle of attrition. And the Nets with possession here. To the middle, here's Durant, and finished off by KD.
Well, elite scoring ability of Kevin Durant. When he's in a groove like this, every opportunity when he has the ball feels like a good one.
Outside Holiday. Middleton outside. Poked away, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. And so it's Milwaukee now. A 2-point game.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me, because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Now, here is Harden. 5 on the clock. There's the triple. Cans it from downtown. Harden's got 37.
Using his craftiness there to get by the defender, Harden is just so good at finding ways to score.
DiVincenzo hits the bucket.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Passes it to KD. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Durant's got 41.
Well, with range extending out well beyond the arc, Durant has zero trouble knocking that one down.
Durant against Giannis. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Green is checked in for the Nets. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Inside, Griffin. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Bucks trail by 3. Lopez outside. To the middle. Stolen by Durant. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches. Oh, and he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
The Bucks shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Here's Giannis, plenty of space. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Antetokounmpo's got 49 points in the game. It's Harden with the drive, but they'll get another chance. Second chance shot, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That's a signature play right there. Power and athleticism from Blake Griffin, making his presence felt on the glass.
Griffin no good on the free throw. The Bucks trail.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
You can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
The deep three from Harden. Offensive rebound, Nets. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
Yeah, unfortunately, just poor execution there. You cannot give the ball away at this point in the game.
So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here. Now off the inbound. Money!
That's a nice move on the bounce from Giannis, showing that the tools are getting sharper.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Now, Kevin Durant. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And this game just continues to amaze, as yet another overtime will be required to And as we play into another overtime, the tension continues to build. Both teams refusing to quit. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Middleton outside. Bucks passing it around. And onto Tacumbo, slams it in.
And what a dominant performance he's put on here in overtime. He has been on an absolute tear.
Pass to Green. Here is Harden. Over Holiday. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Harden's got 39. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
Good one, yes.
reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
The Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. Harden's shot is good.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Durant sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. On defense, the Nets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. He blocks it again. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
Sinks the three-pointer.
That's one of Durant's specialties. He can pull up off the drive and shoot right over you, not even knowing you're there.
Here's Giannis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
That free throw, no good. No good on the second free throw. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Durant kicks to Griffin. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Griffin's got 38 points.
That's a nice soft touch from Blake there.
Holiday with it. He's got 25. The wide open look here for Lopez. Plenty of room around him, and it's good.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Harden finds Durant. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And Brooklyn making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Timeout called, the Bucks. Brown is checked in for the Nets. Milwaukee with the ball. They trail by 7. That shot wide open.
Great to see moments where Drew Holiday can show how explosive he is right now in a groove.
That'll be a 5-second call. Down low. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
Well, you're kind of asking for it. Drew Holiday gets in that close. He's probably scoring.
Harden gets the bucket.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And he comes up with the deuce. Antetokounmpo's got 59 points.
They're loving the confidence. Just rise and be free, and you know you can do this.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
Brooklyn with the ball. They lead by 4, and so they foul intentionally. Free throw good from Harden.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton on the wing. No one near him. And another basket for Milwaukee.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here. Guys, what do you think?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
Puts it up off the inbound. And DiVincenzo with the lay-in. DiVincenzo's got 36.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight, taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Outside Holiday. Now the pass to Giannis. Hits it again. Wow.
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. That will count. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And this game just continues to amaze, as yet another overtime will be required to determine the outcome. Can't stop now. We're ready for another extra period. What a game of basketball this has been. And so it's Milwaukee now. Passes it to Lopez. The Bucks working the ball around. And it's blocked by Brown. Oh, and here comes Kevin Durant all alone. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Griffin. Harden's got 49 points in the game.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Tipped away. Durant with the steal. Oh, Griffin in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And Blake Griffin, once again, an opportunity to show us his bounce. A dangerous player when he skies up for the alley-oop.
Bucks trail by 4. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Middleton on the wing. 15 points in the game. That one good for 2.
Now working in the mid-range, Middleton finding some ways to play in between.
Harden the pass to KD. He dishes it to Griffin. KD draws the double. Left block shot on the way. That one drops for him. KD's got 46 points. To the inside. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to 2 points now on the basket from Tucker.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
To the paint. Lopez with the steal. Outside Holiday. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Well, Drew Holiday right now has the pull-up, Jay, on lockdown. He's as efficient as it gets pulling up off the dribble.
Harden the pass to Griffin. Here's Claxton. And here's Brown outside. A three-pointer is right on target.
A somewhat sporadic three-point shooter, but he's able to knock that one down.
Knocks it loose. In transition, here come the Nets. Brown's got the ball, and then Griffin with the dunk.
You can count on Griffin to take some smart shots. He's a super efficient offensive player.
Bucks trail by 5. Here's Middleton, and that one good.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
Harden kicks to KD. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. KD's got 49 points in the game. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. Middleton is doubled, nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Here's Middleton, and it's blocked. And Brooklyn turns it over again. Landry Shamit's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Free throw good. Giannis. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
Harden. Again, what an avalanche. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here. Here's Holiday. He has 31. That's to Giannis. Fade away. And again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition.
And they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. It's What's your take, guys?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
Here's Katie. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Knocks down the three.
And big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
And another assist for him.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Timeout called, the Nets. Guys, what's your take?
And I think they've got enough time to try and get the ball inside. And unless they get a wide-open look on the perimeter, that should be what the focus is. Even if you miss at the rim, you've got a good chance to maybe try and draw a foul.
And they go to the intentional foul. The first one falls. Middleton hits them both.
That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
Harden inside the three-point line. Basket good.
And no one hits a pull-up like the Beard. I mean, he's perfected the quick stop and pop. And that thing is a deadly shot.
So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. An amazing game lasting multiple overtimes.
I mean, definitely an epic game. And while both teams fought hard, I just got the sense they played more with a purpose to win. I mean, all the tension in OT, they have got to